Good morning, it's your teacher. That the course. In this video we'll be looking at the destructive distillation of coal. Destructive distillation of coal. Then we'll also be looking at gasification of coke. What do you mean by destructive distillation? When you heat coal in the absence of oxygen to a very high temperature, then what you are doing is destructive distillation. Destructive distillation. When you perform destructive distillation on coal, 4 products will be formed. Number 1 is coke. Number 2 is coal gas. Then you have coal tar and ammoniacal liquor. Those are the 4 products of the destructive distillation of coal. And you can see in this video where coal is being heated. As you are heating the coal, then it's going to decompose into all those products. This coal in particular when it's being distilled, the coke part of it is a solid, so it's a solid residue, whereas the other part are volatile residue. So the coke will remain inside this test tube that you see there where coal is, whereas the other product will leave the test tube. The liquid one will stay in this the other test tube that is vertical, whereas the coal gas will be obtained as a gas in the gas jar area. So we'll be talking about this later on. Now, what are the uses of this product of destructive distillation? Coal gas contains hydrogen, methane, carbon dioxide, and small amount of hydrogen sulfide, sulfur oxide, and ethane. The major use of coal gas is as fuel. It's a very clean fuel. It's cleaner than solid fuel. That's coal gas. Coal tar. Coal tar is used majorly for surfacing road, but it contains a mixture of many other chemicals that are very important to human being. In fact, you can separate these chemicals from coal tar by doing fractional distillation. So if you do fractional distillation of coal tar, you'll be getting compound like benzene, compound like toluene, phenol, a lot of them that's commonly used in making drugs, making dyes, making paint, explosive and insecticide, and a lot of them like that. Those are so that's the function of coal tar. Ammoniacal liquor is simply ammonia solution. It's one of the products that is obtained when you heat coal in the absence of oxygen at a very high temperature. So this solution is majorly used for making fertilizer. That's ammoniacal liquor. Then the last compound, or the last substance rather, which is produced when you destructively distill coal, is called coke. Coke is the solid residue, we call it non-volatile residue, that will be left after the destructive distillation. Coal is used for making carbide. Coke is used as fuel. Coke is also used in industries as reducing agent. You know, there are some industries that what they do normally is to prepare metals, to extract metals. So we use this metal as a reducing agent to get those metals in their own combined state. Then coke is also used for manufacturing producer gas and water gas. We call that process gasification of coke. We'll talk more about that later. Then finally, it can be used for making industrial graphite. We will also use coke for making industrial graphite. We call that arching process. We also see that at the end of this course. Fuel gases. We'll talk about fuel gases in our next video. Thank you.